Hi friends, this is Susie, your Candy Crush guru, here to help you solve the puzzle of level 3758, which is a super hard level, and I would even call it a nightmarishly hard level. So, let me tell you what's going to happen here. First of all, I want to explain the board. Then I'm going to try at a turn or two without using any boosters. Likely I am not going to pass because I've already tried this well over 50 times without any success without boosters. And then I'll booster up baby and come back in and show you a more efficient way to get things done. I have beaten this level with boosters. I know it's possible. Without boosters, I'm sure it's not impossible, but I think it would take an inordinate amount of time and luck to get it done. So let's talk about what makes this so tough. 20 moves to clear out 4 popcorn. Clearing out the popcorn doesn't have to be a huge problem if we've got a good setup, and this is a good setup. But it is tough. We have to hit each of these 3 times, and we only have 20 moves. Beyond that, though, we've got the licorice, and this is the really tricky thing because we only have 10 licorice on the board. Now, more licorice can come out of these dispensers, but the general rule is when you take out licorice, no new licorice forms on the next turn. It depends on the level, but that's a general rule. And then also you have to be able to vacate this area and bring more things in, and that can be really tough to do. The other element we have on this board is the dark chocolate, which is multi-layered. It can have its strong disadvantages. It's 3 layers thick, so it's harder to get through. But it can have an advantage in some situations. Let me give you an example. Let's say I have cleared out some of these layers. So I've got, some of these hearts are gone and some of the white chocolate is gone. And then let's say I still have the popcorn here at various stages. And I've got a special here and here and here, and I don't want to lose any of them. With traditional chocolate, the chocolate would have nowhere else to expand but upwards, and so I would lose some of these specials that I had created. However, with this multi-layer chocolate, it's possible that it could just fill in the hearts or the white chocolate. It could grow up instead of out, so that can help us in certain situations. But this setup is not a good board. And I do know that I can exit and enter over and over without losing any lives if I choose to do so before I take my first turn. So I just have to look for a better setup. Now right away I do see a wrapped candy. That's not a bad setup, but it's not positioned extremely well. I'm going to forego that. This is such a hard level that I need an even better setup than that. So I'm going to pause the recording and meet you back here when I find, hopefully, a better board. Okay, so this looks like a better board, right? I can make a color bomb, but I have to be able to match that with something to make it most effective. And it's going to be tough to do. I think actually what I'm going to do is take out green so that this purple situates itself well. And when I take out the green, what happens is that it concentrates the rest of the colors, and so it's easier to make more matches and specials. So let's see and see how that kind of filled in. But look at this. I don't have any licorice removed yet. And I have very few moves left. So you can see how tough this board is. So now I'm reaching through here just a bit. Let's do a little of this. Okay, so now I have a color bomb. What I'm going to do is take out all orange from the board. It's going to take out a layer of chocolate. Ah, stink. Oh, hey. All right, good. We got it. Well, we got one of the best opportunities on the board. I still don't think we're going to be able to beat it like this, but we got a good opportunity. So now I have to decide, am I going to strike this, which this would explode twice and really take out a lot and take out some of the licorice, or am I going to do this? This... Oh wait, let's see. Also, this would strike this and this and this. I like that. This would blow up a lot. It wouldn't be enough to get to here, but it would hit this twice. And it would take out a lot of this and some of this. I think this is so much better. I still don't think I'm going to be able to beat it, but let me tell you about why I've played this over 50 times and I still haven't brought in boosters. It is because I am human. And... Oh, I'm going to try to get a color bomb with this purple. Nope, that didn't work. I was waiting for this to line up anyway, so. Recently I had somebody comment on my page something like, this lady only ever wins by using multiple boosters. Now, obviously, that is completely false. If I just have one example of me beating it with just one booster, then I can prove that statement false. But people's words can be damaging. And so, yeah, see, look, I totally lost that. Even though I did fairly well, I still had 11 licorice to take out. So that was a tough one. But anyway, I always want to give it a really good shot of beating without boosters for those folks who don't have boosters available. And partly as an ego issue because that woman told me I couldn't beat levels without multiple boosters. But I really do think that even though this isn't impossible, even though I think that it is possible that one person eventually might be able to beat this without boosters, I think it's kind of foolish to continue trying to do so without boosters when most of us have boosters accessible. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to booster up with my Magic Dash helmet. I'm just going to get the second helmet, which gives me the Color Bomb and the Striped Wrapped combo. Because some folks don't have access to the Magic Dash. And so they can't get the extra 3 moves by filling this helmet up 3 times. And I want to make this so it's accessible to everybody, because even if they don't get the Magic Dash, then they can work on collecting Color Bombs and Striped Wrapped combos, and they can bring those in. I might actually do a Lucky Candy with I think that would be a good idea. I might practice both ways and see, bringing in a Lucky Candy and not bringing in a Lucky Candy. But I really do think it's important to booster up. And then what I'm going to do is make sure that I'm not unwilling to use a few lolly hammers or switch hands to really get the job done. Once I make this investment, it has to be a fairly decent board that's going to get me to use some switch hands and hammers. But if I do, then I'm kind of going to go all out. I think it's important to investigate those opportunities. I could also start with a golden spaceship, 2 color bombs, 2 stripes, 2 wraps, 3 extra moves. But because not everyone has access to that, I don't want to do that. Other YouTubers can, but I don't want to at this point. Once I found out how many people are missing the opportunity to get that golden spaceship, I just think I want to show them there's a way to do it with the boosters that they can earn through the daily spin and through Sugar Drop collection. All right, so I will meet you back here when I find not only half of my spaceship filled, or my helmet filled, but also a good board. Okay, I did decide to bring in a Lucky Candy, and these could be popcorn, but I'm hoping that they're all turning into licorice. So the best way to ensure that is to get rid of the popcorn as quickly as I can. Therefore, without much delay, I'm going to go ahead and take a Color Bomb Wrapped Candy combo. Just blow the heck out of these things. Yay! And we got all of the popcorn that we needed to now popped. Plus, we've got, of course, the result, which are these lovely color bombs. And I've got only 7 on the board here of these licorice. But I've got this opportunity now to remove a layer of everything and get them gone, so I've only got 10 left. Plus, it'll open up this last one. Plus, it might bring down more of these lucky candies. And I got rid of all of the chocolate, so I don't have to worry about the chocolate. Now the thing I need to do is to be able to clear out whatever's here to bring more things down. So here I can bring a licorice down that way. If I take out blue, I can bring down another licorice. It's going to blow a few things up. That's okay. It's also going to concentrate these colors down. Plus I've got another thing here to help out, right? That's looking good. I'll take out the licorice that's on the board. And then how can I get more licorice in here? I've got to be very careful about the number of moves I have left. If I take out blue with this, I turn this into a licorice and I get a licorice to drop in here. So that's what I need to do. And of course I took out a color which concentrates things down. I'm going to do this because remember that if I try to get licorice after I've already just taken one out, no licorice will show up. Oh, stink, it still didn't show up. There was too much of a lag on that. So now I could take out orange or red to prompt some of this. I'm going to remove all red from the board. Now I get a licorice. Now what? Now I think I'll remove all blue. So I get another licorice. I'm not getting any more of these lucky candies, which is a pain. And I'm down to where it's a little bit disconcerting the number of moves I have left. But I think that if I can set this off, I'll get 2 more licorice over here. So let's make some specials that can help. Okay. Plus I've got this. This is so close. I don't know the best move. I'm going to do this actually. Boom. There we go. It's going to bring down... Oh, it did not bring down more licorice. Isn't that just a pain? Okay, this should do it. It still did not. Oh, thankfully. See how I needed every single ounce of what I brought in? Now, of course, the more boosters you can bring to bear on this, the easier it's going to be. So I used the color bomb and the stripe from the helmet, so it doesn't remove any from my stores. If you don't have the helmet, you can use a color bomb and a striped wrap from your stores, and then just that lucky candy. You have to make sure with that, though, that you still have a good setup and that you can remove the popcorn as quickly as possible so that all of your lucky candies that you get, because you saw we needed every last one of them that we had turn into licorice, we need to get them to turn into licorice. That's how I beat it. If you'd like to see more videos, you can subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, please put those below and I'll try to respond as quickly as I can. And as always, thanks for watching.